Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys another cheap designer haul. As you guys know by now, I tend to get designer stuff really cheap online because I basically always buy it secondhand. So again, over the past few months, I've gotten a few things that I haven't gotten around to showing you, and I don't think I'm going to be able to show all of them actually in this video and the next, just due to the fact that in 6 days, me and my fiance are gonna go on a pre-wedding trip, I guess. Maybe you could call it a pre-honeymoon trip. I don't know what to call it, but before we even considered getting married this year, we had already talked about going on this trip, and we're gonna go to Asia, and I'm really excited about it, but I think it hasn't quite set in yet that we're going somewhere that's so far away and it's so soon, because I usually start packing when we are going anywhere at least a week in advance, sometimes 2 weeks in advance, because I'm always worried that I'm gonna forget to pack something, so I'd rather just have more days to pack. And for this trip, which is going to take a month and a half basically, I haven't even started packing. My mind's just in a pretty weird place right now because of the trip. I don't know how to feel about it. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys at least some of the stuff that I've gotten over the past few months, and I realized that I got a lot of Chanel things, so I thought for this video I would just focus on one brand of designer items, in this case Chanel. And as usual, I got these basically off like Depop and also a website I've been using lately, Vestiaire Collective, which I kind of have mixed feelings about, but I'll explain everything in a bit. So to start off this haul, these are the flip-flops I've been using a lot lately. I actually got these in a vintage store while I was still in the UK. These were $9.99, which is a crazy price. Obviously, I'm not 100% certain of the authenticity, but comparing these to pictures that I've seen of them online, they look identical, and they have the camellia flower and the little Chanel logo on it, and honestly they're just pretty and really comfortable, and have been using them a lot, especially around the house, but I've worn them out a few times as well. I just really like these flip-flops, and I know I'm going to be using them for a long time. The only kind of area of sadness for me in these is that these are $39 and I'm a European size like 36. It's a couple sizes too big, but because they're flip-flops, it still kind of works. My feet don't come out of them while I'm walking or anything like that, so it's kind of okay. And again, for $9.99, I really can't complain too much. And I also got another pair of Chanel shoes, this time from Vestiaire Collective. Vestiaire Collective is a website pretty much exactly like The Real Real, even though The Real Real seems to be a lot more popular. But basically, it's a website where people who have designer items that they bought and in most cases worn before, they resell them there for a much cheaper price than what they originally bought them. But every single item that's sold there is verified by an expert. But as I said in the beginning, I have kind of mixed feelings about Vestiaire Collective as a website. I like the idea of it a lot, and that's why I've shopped there I think 6 times at this point, and I do tend to choose it over The Real Real, mostly because the prices in The Real Real seem to be a lot higher, in my experience at least. The reason why I kind of have mixed feelings about Vestiaire Collective even now is because, like I said, I've bought stuff from them about 6 times at this point, and out of those 6 items, only 3 ever arrived. Basically, when you buy from Vestiaire Collective, the item is first shipped by the seller, then it goes to Vestiaire Collective to be authenticated, and then they ship it to you. But they do have a guarantee that if you don't receive your item within 30 days of purchasing it, they will refund you and just cancel the order. So in these 3 cases of the things I didn't get, that's pretty much exactly what happened. I didn't receive anything for 30 days and then was refunded. I messaged both the seller and the website several times, and I basically never got an answer back for anything. I never got a tracking link, I never got an update on, oh, it's been shipped and we're authenticating it now, or it's on its way to us, or you're still gonna receive it or not. I just got nothing back from both the sellers and the website, and that really disappointed me because in these cases I basically waited for a week and a half to 2 weeks, and then I messaged them, so they had 2 to 3 weeks to tell me something, anything, and they just didn't. I think that's something that the website really needs to work on, just customer service, I guess, because I was not very happy with it. And at the end of those 30 days, for the 3 separate things that I bought, I was refunded, but in 2 of those cases, I was never given an explanation. I was just refunded because I didn't get the item within 30 days, and that's that. And then the item that I paid for but never received was basically sold in another website by the seller, and they only told me this 2 weeks after getting in touch with them, and I wasn't even refunded immediately after that. I had to wait until the 30 days were over, which I thought was really weird, because if you guys know that I'm not going to get this item because it was already sold in another website, for some reason it took you 2 weeks to either figure that out or tell me that, and you're still not refunding me until the 30 days are over. Why? Like I said, I do think the website is a good idea. I think the execution is fairly good. I just think their customer service kind of sucks. But I guess I can't be too harsh on them, because anything that I didn't receive I was refunded for, but eventually. So take that as you will. I think I've rambled on enough about this. So the second item that I got was another pair of Chanel shoes. So this is a 36, I believe. Yeah, this is just made of like really shiny leather, and it has the Chanel logo on the side there and of course on the bottom. And I really like the appearance of these shoes, but I can't wear them that much because they completely kill my feet, just because the elastic here is so tough that it digs into my skin after I walk in these for like 5 minutes. So I'm not sure if I should try to keep them and just constantly wear like band-aids on my feet so that it doesn't hurt as much, or if I should just try to sell them or something, because I was really looking forward to these shoes, and when I got them, I mean, they are what I paid for, but they are so much more uncomfortable than what I thought they could be, which is a real pity because in terms of size, they basically fit perfectly. This is the exact size of my foot, but like I said, the elastic here just kills. So I guess if you're in the market for Chanel flats, try not to get them with this kind of elastic because it is so uncomfortable and it hurts pretty quickly after you put them on, so I would not recommend them. This is the other Chanel item that I got. It came in this plastic bag that says Chanel. It also came with this paper bag, and this is the bag. So it has obviously the Chanel logo right in the middle. It has a tag here that says Precision Chanel, and it just has a very normal kind of metal strap. This bag is really very simple, I guess. It's a little bit fuzzy, and it has the Chanel logo on the zippers, and the inside just has a bunch of Chanel logos and Chanel written on it, and it just has one compartment, so it's a pretty like simple bag. But I've been wanting to get a Chanel bag for a really long time, and obviously even secondhand Chanel bags are still expensive as hell, so I've never gotten one until I got this one, which is basically a VIP bag. So it's a bag that's not even for sale at Chanel. It's just a bag that Chanel gives for free to customers who shop there a lot. So I guess the person who sold this to me probably has a lot of Chanel items. I am quite glad that I got this, and I do use it quite a lot. I just wish it was either a little bit bigger or it had at least like one more compartment, because I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it just has one. The next item that I got is by far the smallest one. I got a pair of little Chanel earrings. It basically has the Chanel logo on top and then this circle with crystals around it. There are a couple missing, as you guys can see, and a little pearl with Chanel on it. I got these earrings from a seller on Depop, and I thought it was a pretty good price, but I did not realize, and it wasn't in the pictures or the description, the fact that there were a couple of crystals missing. So when I got these, that was pretty disappointing. I thought these were in perfect condition, and clearly they're not. The thing that kind of like hurt my soul even more was that these came in a Pandora box, I believe, which is about this big maybe. So these are really, really tiny, and they came just loose in a box that big, which means that they like moved around a lot while they were in the post office, and I literally found one of the crystals in the box just loose because they must have moved around that much. And I just find that really disappointing, because it's one thing to buy something that is a little bit defective, but you know is defective, so you know what you're getting. Even outside of that, just the fact that the seller didn't put, you know, a bunch of paper around them or bubble wrap, or they didn't try to find a smaller box, is just really pretty bad in my opinion. I mean, the earrings themselves are really, really cute, and I do still like them, but I didn't know what I was getting when I bought them. This is what the earrings look like. I do think they're really, really cute, and I do really like them, but I wasn't very happy with the way they were packaged, the condition they came in, and also, this is a really minor detail, but they didn't come with any like backs on them, which I find a little bit weird. I'm still pretty happy with them, but not as happy as I thought I would be. And we're finally at the last Chanel item that I've gotten over the past few months, which is this tank top. Obviously the tag is pretty damn worn out, but I remember that I got this for 70 something, and the main reason for that is because at the very bottom there is a pretty obvious white spot, and I actually really, really love the print of this, because if you look closer you can see that it just has Chanel and the address of where I think the original headquarters of Chanel were. And I just think that's so cool and interesting, and apart from that one white spot at the bottom, it's in really, really good condition. Something about this that I did not realize when buying, which came as a somewhat pleasant surprise, is the fact that on one of the sides of the tank top there's a zipper that just goes basically all the way up, and you can basically just take this off like this, which is really quite different, and I was not expecting it. I don't mind the zipper at all, I just wonder what the purpose is for it. Was it just put there to be different, or is there an actual like logical purpose to it, because I have no idea. So this is what the tank top looks like, and as I said, I really like the print of it, even though from far away you can't tell what is written anywhere at all. But this is the zipper. That's a bit weird, and I don't really know what the purpose behind it is. So that was everything from the brand Chanel that I got over the past few months, and especially considering how expensive Chanel is, even in comparison to other designer brands, I do think I got pretty much all of these for a really, really good price, and I will probably keep buying stuff like this because I just really enjoy a good bargain. Let me know what you guys thought of the items, which one was your favorite. Also, let me know if you've used Vestiaire Collective as well, and if you've had a similar experience to mine, or if you've used any other sort of secondhand designer websites that you guys would recommend or not, because I've mostly just heard of The Real and Vestiaire Collective. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.